I know so many young people who are waiting to get to the next level, and they're on the sideline shouting, "Put me in, coach, put me in, coach." But what I'm discovering is no one is taking the time to ask questions or seek advice or learn how to use the tools that might be required of those who are at the next level. We want instant gratification. We think that potential is all that's required. And so they wait. They sit there on the sideline waiting to be put in, rather than spending the time, getting up early, going to bed late, putting in the work to develop themselves, to challenge themselves. So many young people that I talk to aren't willing to take the time to listen, to learn, and to grow themselves. I had somebody ask me for advice and help recently, and before I could even respond to their message, they sent me a long answer to their own question, asking for advice, and then telling me why they couldn't do it. I had nothing to say at that point. There was no room for me to even give any advice. So often we are not willing to actually listen and learn. This is stopping or slowing down the process of our own growth. We're saying we want to get there, but we're not willing to put in the work in between this level and the next. We're not willing to experience failures that force us to realize or question whether we're resilient enough to keep going. We want instant success, instant gratification, and we're trying to do it without humility or transparency or vulnerability. We cover up any potential ding in our armor. That's not the way that it works. We want people to listen to us and we want to lead them, but we're not even taking a moment to realize that no one is following. So we've got to be willing to put in the work, ask questions, listen to the advice that others have to give, and then speak up. Share your story, share your perspective. It does matter. I'm not saying don't move unless you get advice or that you have to listen to what somebody else is saying. Don't. Be yourself. Put your own personality into everything that you do, whatever the level or the next step is that you're trying to get to. Be yourself, innovate, but be willing to listen and learn. We will grow so much faster, exponentially quicker, if we're willing to listen to others who have already been where we are and are willing to give us advice when we do run into roadblocks. So ask questions, shut your mouth, listen, actually listen. Don't be waiting to interject and put your own thought in there while the other person, who's potentially a mentor, is sharing their heart, their life experiences, their failures, their learns, and their growths with you. Let them share it. Listen to their perspective. Let it add value to your life, and then speak. Share your thoughts, where you're at, your struggles. Be vulnerable. That is what is going to get us to the next level. So ask, listen, speak. Let's be willing to learn. That's the only way we're going to grow.